Hey everybody, my name is Rydo and I wanted to spotlight this program game called Kyodai Mahjongg 2006. Now I just played a series covering a Mahjong Solitaire game called Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire, and in almost every aspect I was disappointed with that program. That everything was done badly. Really badly. I didn't like any of it. And I wanted to show you a comparison to a game that I saw probably in 2006, nearly 10-11 years ago. That's the last time this game was updated. Now this is a Snagware game, so it brings up a box. It hasn't been updated in 10-11 years, so if you tried to actually purchase it, I don't know if you'd actually receive a key or any of that, but it came out pretty much when OpenGL came out. And see, I can come over here and turn up the anti-aliasing up to 8 samples, but that's all I can really do with my modern video card. But you didn't really even need a super powerful video card to play this. And if you didn't like the 3D, you can always go to 2D and we'll show off this. We're not going to play a full list here, a full game of Solitaire, but there's Solitaire, first of all. There's 2 players Solitaire, which you can do via your LAN. There is Rivers Solitaire, which is a variant on Solitaire that I don't even know how you would play. And then on top of Rivers, you can let's see, let's go back to the main menu. You can play Memory, which is slightly different. I bet Rivers, if I was to guess, things fall down. Or it just starts as a square. Several different ways to play Solitaire with the Mahjong tiles, and I have the winter tile set on, and we'll get into that. Then you have Memory here, which is just the tiles are face down, and you have to find matches that way. And you have Clicks, which is finding 4 in a different row. So this isn't even Mahjong tiles or Solitaire at all. It's just something else that they threw into the game. Then you also have Sliders, which again is another game. All in this game that you can play for free forever if you're willing to be nagged. Also, we have something here that seems very much like it's just Tetris with a different tile set, even though it's called Hasharaya. And then you have one more game here where you match 3 and spin things. So there's a massive amount of different games all under this title. Way more things you can do than what we saw in Pretty Girls Solitaire. You have easy hard modes on some of these. You have an easy normal hard on this one specifically. You have music that we'll get into, and you even get a little Chinese girl or 2 that pop up. They don't change clothes, they don't get naked, nothing like that, but they are definitely interesting. You may notice that in 3D mode, the tiles are slightly shifting. This almost feels like if this was modernized, you could put this in a VR headset and turn your head. But say you just want a nice flat game. Click 2D, you have a nice flat game, and the pieces are taking up the whole screen. Now I will tell you that the resolutions, with higher resolutions, these words are getting smaller and smaller, so it's getting a little difficult to read this as far as select new game back hint. It has hints, it has shuffle, it has pause, it has a music so you can hit the music on, hit off. It has about so we can see who created it. This was created by just a couple of people, and so you'd order the password, but even the copyright hasn't been updated in 11 years. And Hall of Fame, the keeping scores, no scorekeeping in Pretty Girls Solitaire. But just to compare the layouts, there was about just shy of 20 layouts in Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire. This, well, let's not look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. You have 9 much larger layouts, more interesting to look at layouts on this screen. And there are 12 pages, so 12 times 9 tells you there's 118 different layouts by default of Solitaire for Mahjong tiles, just laying out. Spelling some Chinese symbols in a big scale so you can actually tell. Several other things, letters, a lion, lots and lots of layouts. But there's more. In fact, this game is all about, but wait, there's more. Because we can click here, go to select, and we can make a new layout. And here we've got a new girl. And so if you're in 3D mode, I guess it doesn't matter. So you can just stack your own anywhere you want. And when you're done making your Mahjong tiles that stack on top of each other, it seems like you can only go so high. Maybe, we'll see, 5 high. There's a limiting factor there. You can just let's see. I probably didn't place enough tiles there for that to save. But if you spend the effort on it, you certainly can do whatever you want. Total customizations. This is a game where you could play Mahjong Solitaire for probably the rest of your life. But wait, there's more. Look at all these menu options here. Toolbar layouts. All of this vertical variation. So we can wonder what that does. Interesting. I don't know what that does. There's so many options here. Simplified menu, 3D to go 3D. And when you're 3D, you are fully 3D. This is rotating in a sphere. And on the 3D, you have effects. And on this, you have, let's see, probably a lot of effects that you could turn up and sit here and tile. We can make them ivory, we can make them marble for the borders. I haven't played this game in a long time, so a lot of this is just trying to relearn this. But let's say we want to change the whole theme to blue. Sure, why not? That's a different tile set now. This is probably a more traditional Mahjong tile set here, with a different background and all of that. And I'm just right clicking, and that's the blue theme. This is the default theme, and this is the kids theme. So say you wanted to learn Mahjong Solitaire but not learn any of the symbols or just play this game, you've got this kids theme here. But there's all kinds of backgrounds here that you can switch to, and I can go ahead and just select my own background if I choose. Let's see if I can do this really quickly in my videos folder. Nope, that's not the picture I was hoping to use. Must not use PNGs. That's a shame. So you may wonder why I have a censorship logo. Is the Talos principle as art, or Titan Souls as art. The reason I have the censorship logo is because I use it on YouTube to mark videos that haven't been edited. So we set the theme back to that. So you were given about 20 different backgrounds. You're given about, I would say, 15, just roughly guessing, different tile sets. All of these which you could go into Photoshop with a moderate amount of skill and make your own if you so chose. Everything's selectable, everything's modifiable. Let's see. If we go here, you can change stones, which I don't really even know what the stones are. It seems like nothing I'm changing is affecting. And then layouts are different layouts, of course, to play different games. And then we have here about 25 different songs. There was only 5 songs, it felt like, in the Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire. So without sitting here and playing a real game, I just want to give a comparison. Here, the number of tiles is getting counted, the number of free moves is 13, the number of time the song is playing. By the way, yes, you can absolutely play your own song. I think you can, at least. You probably just have to change the song file in the settings, if there is settings. I suppose this game does fail by putting all of its settings in menus instead of having a easier interface for adjusting things. But at the end of the day, this 11-year-old Mahjong Solitaire game is way, way better. It really delivers on if you want to play Mahjong Solitaire. If you want to sit here and make the matches and have different sound effects and listen to music and have a 3D experience, you can do that. If you want to have a 2D experience, you can do that. You even get the girls, so it trumps it in every single way possible. You can theme the entire border of the game. You really can't go into full screen. It is just a window program, and this thing will certainly run on almost any computer that runs by today's standards. But I just had to make this quick spotlight, and it is a quick spotlight. There's almost certainly 100 more features in Kyodai Mahjong 2006, and it is also possible that there's a much better Mahjong Solitaire game out there, but I don't see it on Steam, and this isn't on Steam, so you'll have to look on the link down in the description if you want to get it. But it's way, way better for actually spending your time and spending your money if you can actually purchase it. And if you can't purchase it, well, it's just nagware, and there's a pop-up screen at the beginning. Game numbers exist here, you can see. Each different layout is given a seed. I'll continue going on here, so if I don't stop right now. So that's it for this quick spotlight in comparison. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I suppose it is worth mentioning before we wrap up here, this is all about the Mahjong Solitaire. There is no stages, there are no unlocks of costumes for the girls or anything like that. There's not really a game over thing. It's just like Solitaire you would see on any computer game with playing Klondike Solitaire with the cards are free. So it's something you can play forever. There's no real goal other than beating the game that's right in front of you. But I was wrapping up. If you want to follow or friend me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. If you want to support me even further, you can go to my main YouTube page. On the right, there's a button that says support this channel. You can make a donation there. And you can subscribe to my channel on my main YouTube page and hit that bell to make sure you get notifications for every new video. And that's all I've got to really say. Sorry if this was a short one, but I really needed to show off this game. And this, if this is what could have been done 11 years ago, the modern 2017 games should be a lot better, not a lot worse. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.